So in this video, we're going to be talking about solving simultaneous equations using the substitution method. All right, and in this video, I'm going to be using a few examples to show you how this can be done. All right, so let's look at our first example. Let's say we're given the equations 2x plus y is equal to 5 and x plus 3y is equal to 5. All right, and let's make this our first equation, and this will be our second equation. And you're asked to solve both of these equations simultaneously. Okay, so to do that, you have to pick an equation, right, any, and make either x or y the subject of the formula, and then substitute that into the other equation and find the unknown. Right? Sounds like a mouthful, but I promise you it's not. Let's dive into it. Right, in this case, I'll pick the second equation randomly, and I'll say x plus 3y is equal to 5, and I'll make either x or y the subject of the formula. Right, in this case, it looks like x would be the easier one, so x is equal to 5 minus 3y. Then I take this x, and I plug it in or substitute it into this x in the first equation. All right, so then I'll get, let's say 2x plus y is equal to 5. Substitute x inside it, and I get 2 times 5 minus 3y plus y is equal to 5. All right, let's say 2 times 5 and 2 times minus 3y, I'll get 10 minus 6y plus y is equal to 5. Right, then I get 10 minus 5y is equal to 5, and then I'll get 5y is equal to 5. Divide both sides by 5 and you get y is equal to 1. Alright, now I'm going to take this value for y and I'm going to plug it in to any of these equations, any of the first or second equation. Alright, let's say I'll plug it into the first equation, and I say 2x plus y is equal to 5. I'll plug in y and I'll get 2x plus 1, because y is equal to 1, is equal to 5. Then this will give me 2x is equal to 4. Divide both sides by 2 and I get x is equal to 2. So therefore x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. Both of these will solve these two equations simultaneously. Alright, now let's have a look at a second example. Let's say we have the equations 2x plus y is equal to 13 and 5x minus 4y is equal to 13. Alright, this can be our first equation and this can be our second equation. Okay, now the same procedure as before. Pick an equation, make either x or y the subject of the formula, and then substitute it into the second equation. Right, in this equation, in this question, I'll pick the first equation, right, and it looks like making y the subject of the formula would be easier. 13 minus 2x. All right, now I'm going to take this y and I'm going to substitute it for the y in the second equation. So I'll get 5x minus 4 times 13 minus 2x is equal to 13. All right, then I say 5x and I say 4 times 13, which would be 52. I think, yeah, 52. And negative 4 times negative 2, I'll get 8x, which is equal to 13. All right, 5x plus 8x would be 13x. And then if I take negative 52 to the other side, I'll get 65. Then I divide both sides by 13 and I get x is equal to 5. All right, now I'll take this x and I'll plug it into either of these equations. Okay, I'll pick the second one in this case. I get 5x minus 4y is equal to 13. All right, I'll plug in x. Okay, then I get 5 times 5 minus 4y is equal to 13, which gives me 25 minus 4y is equal to 13, right? 25 minus 13 would be 12 is equal to 4y. And then divide both sides by 4, and you get y is equal to 3. All right, so in this case, x is equal to 5. Oops. X is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3. Both of these are a pair of solutions that will solve these equations simultaneously. All right, now I'm going to move on to my final example. Okay, let's say you're given the equations a plus b is equal to 4 and 2a plus b is equal to 5. All right, let me just, okay, same as before. Pick an equation. I'll pick the first one. I'll say a is equal to 4 minus b. In this case, I made a the subject of the formula. Okay, I'm going to plug it into the second equation, the one that I did not pick, right? 2 times 4 minus b plus b is equal to 5. All right, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times negative b is negative 2b plus b is equal to 5. Right, so 8, right, minus b is equal to 5, and therefore b is equal to 8 minus 5, which would be 3. All right, so I found b as 3. Plug it into either of the equations. In this case, I'll pick the first equation. Right, so a plus b is equal to 4. Plug in 3 for b, and I'll get 4, and therefore a is equal to 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. Okay, and therefore a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 3. And that is how you solve simultaneous equations using the substitution method. All right, and in the next video I'm going to be looking at solving simultaneous equations using the elimination method.